Good morning, fam. It's a Sunday, around 6:30 or something. We woken up quite fresh. Last night was like a trading webinar 2.0. Man, killed it. When you're doing something like that, deep down if you've provided value or not. Because you don't have to wait for people to tell you that. As soon as it's over, and even while it's underway, deep down whether you are doing justice to everybody's expectations, whether you're doing justice to yourself or not. And I think true justice was done. And actually, the feedback only corroborates it, nothing else. So, yeah, woke up quite fresh and nice. The plan now is to chill with my father for a bit. He's leaving for some work. I work from home, so not a lot of leaving, but that's deliberate. I'd rather not step out. Slept with the blinds undone. There you go. That's usually how I sleep. It's all messy, so excuse that. Yeah, after that, I'm gonna just simply go walk. I've enjoyed a cup of tea in bed itself. It's a lot of fun. The little pleasures of life. I want to read for sure, read the newspaper back to back. Read a lot today. Prep for the level up weekend. This weekend, the coming weekend, starts Friday. So a lot of work to do, but overall pretty stoked to see how the day goes. I'll take you along for the first half or for the morning routine and see maybe you can find something of value. So my dear father's off for some work. Expose myself to the morning sun. God, this is one of the most divine things that you can do to yourself free of cost. Expose yourself to the morning sun. It just sets everything right, to be honest. It feels right. It feels like you're one with nature. You're in harmony with the universe. Hi, Gabu. Good morning. Good morning, Jana. What are you carrying, bro? Food. Breakfast for the way. Look at that. No one wants to eat out. Breakfast is being carried. That's a habit that we've maintained for a while, and thanks to my mother mainly. Okay, bye. Bye. Thanks to my mother mainly. Any road trip that we'd go for, she'd want to fix something of her own volition. We'd like, yo, take it easy. Why do you have to trouble yourself? You're on a road trip, it's fine. And she's like, man, I can't eat that stuff outdoors. So that habit came into us, and now we don't want to eat outdoors. And here we are. We just want to pack as much as we can. So we'll be going to Shimla or something next month with my sister. We'll be carrying cake from home. We'll be carrying cookies homemade so that we can have that with tea. These guys want to freeze the milk that we have at home and also carry it. So they want to do everything pro max as much as they can do to ensure that we have to eat out as less as possible. With that said, now I'm gonna grab the newspaper real quick, and then Oichika is looking at me because he wants to go for a walk. And he's like, bro, I'm a patient man, but don't you be testing my patience. Right, Oichika? Oichika, you want to say hi to everybody? You want to tell them what a gorgeous baby does with his day? You want to tell them all the pressure that comes with being so gorgeous, right? Everyone just wants you because you're cute. No one really asks you how you're doing. Right, Oichika? You want to tell them the troubles of being troubled by a makhi? Yeah? It's quite a challenging life some days, isn't it, Oichika? There you go. It's not easy being Oichika. It's really not easy being Oichika. Look at that. Ah, Chodi. Alright, let's go grab the newspaper. And once we're done with that, we are simply going to be on our way. Chodi. Hey, beauty. Okay, let us proceed. It's nice to see that the room has been kept quite clean. Me like it. Me gusta mucho. Let's see. How's it looking? HDFC Bank beats estimates. We're going to see how the stock's performing. I know it has a 1700 massive resistance. All right. Wedding bells to ring in H2. I don't know, man, all this expenditure on weddings. I've been speaking with a bunch of people, like people my age. I speak with my parents about this. Like, why are we spending so much money on a damn wedding? Why not use that money to buy an asset, right? Why do I want to feed 500, 700 people at my wedding? I'm not referring to the Ambanis. They have it all. But every penny that I have, or every penny that my father owns or possesses, that has massive opportunity cost to it. We can either feed 700 people in a fancy manner or really like buy an asset that pays us something for lifetime, right? It's not easy doing this because what if the girl I marry in the future, and that girl is nowhere present right now, by the way? What if she's like, nah, man, I want a fancy ass wedding. Just this is non-negotiable. Then what do I do, right? This is such a conflict in value, I would say. And I have no idea how I'd proceed then. Because I don't know, man. It's such a tricky topic, right? Because the other side, the other family might be like, oh, but it's the only person it's the only wedding in our house, and we really want to go fancy with this. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to go fancy, right? I want to be miserly about this. Like, have one great party, have one fancy dinner. How much can you spend on that anyway? But apart from that, just use that money for constructive purposes. That's my personal belief. Just don't want to have all that food made. By the way, all of it tends to be very generic food. All those desserts are so generic. Oh my God, you know, those 50 desserts at a wedding. Like, I can't touch a single one of them, man. Like, did you put any thought into making it a little clean? It's all like bad food on display, right? Anyway, those are my personal fierce thoughts. And it's my YouTube, so why not? But let's see what else is there in the newspaper. Let's see if the newspaper has something else which is of interest. Yeah, pretty random newspaper. I mean, it's a Sunday. I thought it would be dope. I thought it would be so cool. But let's see the company's page, because that's the only one that really intrigues me. Deep dive, Web of Lies, Olympics, whatever. Nah, man. Like a really useless newspaper today. Nothing interesting. No companies have been discussed. I think what they should do on like a Sunday is do a deep dive into companies, right? Companies, lesser known companies, companies that are doing a massively amazing job and are small enough that are not being covered by researchers and reporters and news articles. I think that's something that these guys could do, because that would make me want to look at the newspaper very eagerly every Sunday. Do a deep dive into companies. Are you guys aware of any magazines that would be doing this, right? I mean, the gains are gaining. I don't know if you can tell on video, but I can tell in the reflection that things are looking better since I've started really focusing on my workouts and stuff like that. But with this, I'm going to quickly change, go for my morning walk. Do it at a leisurely pace. It's a Sunday. There'll be lesser traffic. The boys are going to enjoy it. The sun's just coming up and it's not that hot anyway. So I'm going to go get that done and I shall see you later. All right. Now it's time to go for a walk. For the babies and for the walks and for the drives, we use this incredible beauty, which has been reliable. And you know why I don't want to get rid of old cars? Because they've served us so well. They've kept us safe and they kept other humans safe as well. I mean, what more could you ask from a vehicle that brings, I don't know, so much destruction, right? I mean, road safety is really an issue. But that said, this car, I'm going to make you see how Gabbu comes in, hops into it. Okay, Gabbu. Gabi, let's go. Look at that baby. Wait, you're happy? Okay. He's without his harness, so he's gonna have to wear that. But okay, and there are no sheets, no chaddars, nothing in the car. So the car's gonna get mighty dirty, but it's their car. And it's their car because they tend to feel so comfortable in it. They can hop in, hop out very easily, and they tend to have no trouble. So they know the measurements of this car very well, and it's ideal. Whenever we take the other cars, they just seem to struggle with it all. Look at this guy. I think he's gonna, yeah, okay, there we go. These guys are cartoons, man. Like, all work, all play and no work. That's the life motto of Oika and Gabi. They've left the working bit to us. Oika, let's go! Oika, let's go, bacha. Shadi. Oika, come. Nope. Apni marzi chalani hai. The gangsters are inspecting the vehicle. All good, sir? All good for your highness? Would you like a Rolls Royce? That would be neat, right? Like a convertible Rolls. And Oichika just chilling in it. But that said, we are also very grateful for this beautiful car. All black inside out. It's a manual car. Just incredibly grateful for everything that God has given us. We're getting the harnesses going. Look at that. Beauty. Cutie. Of course, we thank Manisha for everything that she does to enhance the lives of these babies and to enhance our lives. And we hope we can do the same for her, of course, naturally. छुट्टी कैसी थी घर पे? अच्छी थी. आने का मन था वापस? हाँ? इनकी याद आ रही थी. ओए जोदी. We actually rescued a puppy and we sent her up in the hills. And now she tends to be a favorite of Manisha's mum, and they're inseparable. So that puppy lives a very good life up in the hills, like far better than any of us for sure. So now we're gonna go on the walk and shall see you later. So we've just started our walk and look at that massive tree that got uprooted, man. Damn. Massive tree. You know, you look at things like this and you think they're gonna be here forever, and they're gone. And there's not even a storm here, right? This just tells you about brevity of life, the impermanence of things. You've really got to cherish every moment. I mean, if something's coming for you, it's coming for you, right? Just cherish every moment. Gabe. Yeah, so a lot of cricket happening here. It's D-Dune energy. Sunday morning cricket, which is good, right? A lot of active people. It's always fun to see. But we're going to take a slight turn so that we can go somewhere where there's lesser traffic. And I'm going to show you a bit on how I really enjoy my walk, why it tends to be therapeutic, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm going to take you along today a bit on the morning walk. And while we're walking, we're going to do a bit of a gratitude exercise. Number one, be grateful that your body allows you to wake up and move. Man, I'm out here walking on my feet. That's really something, isn't it? So I'm very grateful for this body that allows me to do everything that brings me so much joy. I'm grateful to the universe for blessing me. I'm able-bodied. I'm able to walk. You know, I have this sort of a traumatic experience. I remember my dad was in the hospital. The weather was similar, and we were in Bangalore, right? It was wild. I'll tell you about that later. But the only thing we yearned for is to be outdoors. And I was like, I don't want to be inside this building. I just was hating it. It was around, I don't know, man. It was just a bad time of our lives. But that said, when you can't move, the only thing you want is the ability to move. And while you have it, please cherish it. So I'm very grateful that I get to move myself. It's also very therapeutic, not gonna lie. A morning walk is low effort and high reward. Just massive ROI, keeps your fat levels in check, but also gives you so much joy, and then you get to do justice to everything, and people are like staring at me. But I also met a follower right now, and he said how he finds my content super inspirational, and Yeah? He's just very happy that I post content. And these Scorpio bloody drivers always honking. It's actually, no offense if you have a Scorpio at home, but that car is a total red flag on four wheels. A Mahindra Scorpio, total red flag. A Mahindra Scorpio with a political affiliation, even bigger red flag. A Mahindra Scorpio with a political affiliation and tinted windows. Dude, the biggest red flag to exist out there. Again, no offense, please take this in jest. It's just my personal opinion. And yeah, people are golfing. Plebs like me are walking. Because I'm not golfing, right? Happy being a pleb, for sure. Whatever structure society's made, you know, play golf, look cooler, look better. I mean, golf is a crazy good sport, I'm sure, because two of my very close friends play it and they swear by it. But should you feel a little incompetent or insufficient just because you don't play golf, you gotta check that. That's not okay. Just not okay. Because the day you play golf, then there'll be something else that makes you feel insufficient. So you are complete as you are, as long as you wanna keep improving yourself. So I'm gonna show you the views. Enough of me chit-chatting. I'll keep chit-chatting always. Look at that. Stunning, isn't it? Pure stunning beauty. Really liking this. Usually we go in there, but today we don't wanna, because there can be all kinds of like snakes and insects. Don't want Gaboo to really catch something that he shouldn't be catching. Give you a view. Kavi's walking. He's enjoying. Aichika's right here. Babies. They're the happiest when outdoors. And we are the happiest when they are the happiest. Okay, that's enough. If there's any other pertinent thoughts, I will be very quick to let you know. But until then, I'm going to enjoy my walk and just thank the universe for everything. Views on views, guys. That's goals, isn't it? Walking as couples, just chilling and connecting in nature. So what we've done is we've unleashed Gabi for a while. Of course, I'm going to be very careful and we're going to be on the footpath the entire time because he does have triggers like squirrels and stuff like that. But I try to unleash him, get him to walk on his own pace and stuff like that. And also when he's unleashed, Oika tends to walk very well. Otherwise he gets lazy. So there you go, there's Oika. He tends to walk very well, otherwise he gets lazy. But check this out. Just wanted to share this with you. This looks serene and quiet and just beautiful. There's Gabi. Let's do a test. I'm gonna call out to Gabi and let's see if he turns. Gaba, wait! Oh, such a good baby. Such a good baby. Such a good baby. Okay, let's go. So Gabi is very obedient, as you can see. And he might even walk down here. Sometimes he does that. But the city looks good. And if you travel to Dehradun, which I'm sure you will, try and just walk here. Try to explore this side instead of the clubs and the bars, man. Enough of that. Everyone's doing that. That stuff is generic. Look at Gabi just walking along. Gabu, come. Gabi. So we would ideally go down there. And that's where I do my pull-ups as well, if you've seen me on my stories or something. But it's not the safest right now with the rains and stuff. I don't want any sort of snake trouble, you know. So, yeah. Do that. This gentleman has been picking up stones throughout to scare away dogs. I don't think I'm very comfortable with this guy. But whatever. I know everyone has their comfort zones around dogs, but like if you're picking up stones for random docile street dogs, that is not okay, man. Like you need to check whatever you're doing. And I'm so ready to confront these dudes. And my dear men and women, this is one place where I would really recommend strength training. When you're muscular, firstly, people take you very seriously. Because if I tell somebody like, dude, don't mess with the dog, I'm likely to be taken seriously just because I'm muscular, right? I may have zero self-defense techniques, but he sees me and he sees the fire and the sincerity of intent in my eyes, and accordingly, he wants to take my words very seriously. If, on the other hand, I'm a skinny bloke, as I was, then he'd be like, yeah, I'm not going to listen to you, do whatever. And when you get jacked, when you realize you have the ability to defend yourself and others, you also get very careful in a way, because you don't want to misuse that power. Oh, I'm jacked, I'm going to beat you up. It doesn't work like that. You want to avoid confrontation at all times until it's absolutely necessary. And then you don't look back. And then you hit hard if required. But I've never had the opportunity to hit somebody like that. I think I'm far too peaceful for that. And when I speak sternly, people tend to really listen. Because I rarely speak sternly, right? I'm like always chilling and just having a good time. Pretty relaxed in life. That's why the corporate life wasn't for me. Nothing is relaxed out there. Like working a job and stuff like that. Just, it's all, I don't know, weird. But yeah, let's see how much, what a walk we've done today. So we're right now at 2 kilometers. So we've done 24 minutes, 2 kilometers. We've done a little over 2 kilometers because, Gabi, come on. We've done a little over 2 kilometers because I started the watch late. But in any case, when we head back, it's going to be 4 kilometers plus, which is very decent to walk, I would say. And I've taken you along for this walk. I hope you enjoyed it and found value. That is the Dune School, where I spent 6 years, 6 beautiful years, I'd say. And with that, I'm signing out. I shall see you perhaps later. The walk is ending at the perfect time because now it started to pour. And it's gonna really pour. And the other day we got drenched, which was a fun experience, but I don't want these babies to get drenched again. Plus I have this camera with me, which is not waterproof. So rains would not be ideal today. But yeah, pretty happy. It's a gentle 4.2 kilometers or something. You wanna see Gabi? Okay. And look at that. Just as we got into the car, it started to rain. So I'm just glad that now their walk is done. So even if it rains, these guys can chill and sleep. They've done their part. All right, so now we shall go back home. I want to read. After reading, I'll go hit the gym. Simple abs workout, where I think it'll be fun. So I'm going to read, grab a nice breakfast, nutritious stuff, and then I'll go hit the gym, and it's looking marvelous in rains. I really enjoy monsoon, man. But also because I don't really step out of the house, right? So I enjoy monsoon so much because I can cherish the rains from my house. I don't have to be stuck in traffic. I don't have to get drenched and go to work or something like that. But anyway, very grateful about everything. And this is a deliberate choice that I'm making with my life. I'm sure it's going to work out. The universe is watching out for us. With this, I'm going to focus on driving and vamos, or adios in this case. Okay, so we're back. I'm loving this setup, you know, without lights, just dim, dull, somber. And I'm gonna switch this on. I'm gonna switch this on. It's 9:17 and we're gonna answer a bunch of DMs and we're gonna answer a bunch of emails, post that, catch up with a few brands, like what's up with the collab? Yeah, and and then proceed from there. So that's the plan right now. And I'm also going to read while I'm at it. So just going to grab my book and going to read. Now, the first order of business is I've got to send a Zoom link, a Zoom invite to Mr. Sarfaraz because we're getting on a consultation call at 8:30 p.m. IST. He's from Canada, requires some assistance with trading. So we're going to get on a call. So I'm just send that invite. Because if I don't send an invite and if it's not on my calendar, I will literally forget about it. And that's very unprofessional. So that's what I'm going to do. And then it's time for a feast. It's breakfast time. The weather's entirely gloomy. Loving it, man. It's a Sunday. I'm just doing what brings me joy. Nothing could be better. I'm very grateful. So that's how we're going to proceed. And after breakfast, I'm going to relax for a bit and then eventually hit the gym for my abs workout, as I mentioned, because the gym shuts at 2 p.m. And with that, before I leave for the gym, we'll end this video. And that is my entire morning. And I hope you will find some value in this. The thing about YouTube videos is, and it works for me, I'm watching like a random vlog, but you never know what that one aspect is that just clicks. Maybe you see me walking and you're like, you know what? I want to walk. I got on a call the other day with this gentleman from Bangalore, I believe, 50 years old. And he said, because of you walking your dogs, my wife's like, dude, why don't you walk your dog and stuff like that. So you never know what clicks with you. And because of that purpose, because of that reason, we'll keep creating these for sure. Oh man, these DMs took ages. I think I was at the screen for 30, 40 minutes straight, just getting through DMs and stuff like that. Whew, yeah, because you gotta like respond properly and do justice and stuff like that. And now it's time for breakfast. Let's see what's up with breakfast. Oh, breakfast is looking good. There we go, sir. We like it. We love it. We dig it. Salubrious. The chada cup. We got homemade ketchup by me, she makes. And we got avocado toast, eggs, broccoli, and mushrooms. Nutritious. Again, weather's dope. Loving it. You know, a lot of people want to eat clean, but they can't seem to do so. I tend to eat relatively clean, but you have to also understand that I am okay with eating the same food like literally every day. You've all seen it on Instagram. I pretty much eat the same thing every day, and I think that's fine. There are not that many healthy items out there, to be honest. Some days it's okay. Once a month, twice a month, please go on, have your proper meals, cheat meals, whatever. But on a regular basis, start enjoying and finding joy in this simple, consistent food. I find a lot of joy in it. I look forward to it because I know it's fueling me. So I'm having avocado, ketchup, eggs. Because if you're always looking for novelty, then naturally you'll have to go for not so clean items. Go to any restaurant, if you scan the menu, the cleanest items are usually the same. So get in the habit of having consistently clean food, which is basically boring and simple and doesn't change. It's not exciting, but it might work for you tremendously well if you want to take care of your nutrition goals. Sitting with my babies, I'm going to get my reading done. As you all know, I'm reading the Japji Sahib commentary by Osho, the true name, rereading it now. I keep underlining everything, whatever makes sense to me. This is one book I'd highly recommend. I'll also do a YouTube video on how the Japji Sahib can help us with our mindset. I think that's going to be so cool. I will derive so much value from it. My family will, and I think you will as well. Right, so where were we earlier? Man, I should get bookmarks. Let God be the owner of all responsibility. I like this thing. It says, you might have heard a devotee saying, all that is good in me is yours and all that is bad is mine. Like, मेरे च जो भी अच्छाई है वो रब ने दिती और रब दी देन है, वो रब दा है. बट मेरे च जो भी बुराई है वो मैं अपने रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ते लेना. That's all mine. On the surface, the devotee is attributing all virtues to God while holding himself responsible for all his shortcomings. This apparent humility is really not genuine. It's inauthentic, because if all the goodness is his, is God's, how can all the badness be yours, right? If you're genuinely egoless and if you're genuinely religious, then you give way completely at the feet of the Lord. You keep nothing for yourself, not even the bad. It is ego in the garb of humility that holds back this little support for itself. How much ever you may insist, how can success be God's and failure yours? Goodness his and evil yours? This talk is hollow, it holds no substance. Either both are his or both yours. Therefore, watch out for this fake humility. If you're guilty of it, I think you can mend your ways. But definitely, this is so very interesting. I'll keep reading this more and more. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to grab a coffee and then be on my way to the gym. It shuts at 2 p.m. on a Sunday. But I really hope you enjoyed my morning routine with my gabujan and my chika boy chika. I hope you keep leveling up, live life purposefully. Slow down, don't rush so much. Believe in the divine universe. Keep expending and exerting yourself. Life tends to work beautifully for you if you're ready to work for yourself. So, on that note, I'll end today's video and I wish you all the very best. I'll be in touch.